Welcome to Balance Wellness and Fitness Center. This is going to be a short segment on leg strengthening, particularly the quads. Please make sure that you're warmed up and that you've done all the leg exercises, particularly big multi-group exercises such as squats, plies, standing work with the band before doing this and emphasizing on one smaller area. With that, we will start. We'll begin by lying down on the mat. And we're going to do just a few bridges just to prepare the body for the isometric work that we're going to do. This will be all body weight again, and eventually you can add a band into this. Just finding your center, preparing the legs, particularly if you were already standing or doing other work. I'm going to do 5 of these, and then I'm going to roll on my side. We're going to progress fairly quickly through them to make them a little bit more challenging without a band. You can always slow them down. It's going to be a 2-2 count, or add extra reps. One last bridge, and this will be our in-between as we go to the other side. And then gently roll over, and lengthen on through the legs. You can use a pillow or any prop you need underneath your neck, but you want to keep it down and long versus lifting it up. You'll lift up that oblique and make sure the abs are in. We're going to flex your feet as if we were standing on the ground. You can bring your hand in front, keeping the shoulder blades down, or for a little bit more advanced, take your hand and reach on up for the sky. But don't sacrifice the leg work for being able to reach up to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to gently lift up the leg just a few inches and lower down. You don't want to lift past your shoulder, just keep it right in line with your hip. Here's 3, and lower. 4, and lower. 5, I'm going to gently lower. Now I'm going to rotate the leg up. I'm going to start to work the IT band and the outer portion of the quadricep, the vastus lateralis. I'm also pushing through that bottom heel, making that leg very active as well. So neither of them are at rest right now. I'm going to exhale and lift. Inhale, lower. Lift. There's 2. And lift. And 3. And lift. 4. And lift. And 5. I'm going to rotate back neutral. I'm going to point my toes. I'm going to gently exhale and bend the leg and extend. So now I'm working the medialis, the larger muscle that runs center on the quad. Just have. There's 3. And extend. 4. And extend. And 5. We'll gently extend. I'm going to go back to that lateral rotation with my toes extended. I'm going to go for 5 small circles each way to start to target the inner thigh, completing the rest of that muscle. And then I'm going to also do a flex set. 4 and 5. I'm going to flex that foot and keep that there. Lengthening on through, working a little bit differently, and you'll feel the difference, not just the burn. And 5. We'll gently bring that leg in, brief stretch, and then I'm going to carefully roll over on my back again, another set of bridges, so that way I'm getting all 4 sides of the leg, inner, front, center, and behind. It's important to make sure you get all of those despite focusing on your quads. And as you saw, we got a long leg and short lever work. There's 3, and lower, 4, and lower, and 5. We'll gently lower. And we'll go to that other side, lengthening on out. One side would be very different from the other. Make sure to work accordingly to it. And if one side is, you're coming from an injury and one side is definitely weaker, start with your weaker side to build it up versus trying to push it to go where it can't. I'm going to flex the feet. And again, working through that bottom leg as well, pushing through the heel. I'm going to inhale and lift. Your oblique is lower. Is lifted, and lower. And lift and lower 2. And lift, lower 3, lift, lower 4, make sure not to lift too high. Go ahead, now we're going to rotate up, we'll lift, and lower, 2, and lower, 3, and lower, 4, and lower. Here's 5, gently lower. I'm going to rotate neutral, I'm going to reach through my toes, and exhale as I bend back into a quad extension. This is much safer for the knee than using one of the machines at the gym. You can also do this standing as well or lying on your back. 4, and lower, and 5. I'm going to keep my toes pointed, go back to that lateral rotation. With our small circles, I'm going to change directions for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to flex my foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the final direction with that. And then I'm going to gently fold on in. Give myself a brief stretch. I'm going to carefully roll on my back again. I'm going to change my bridges to rolling up and down bridges. Just for a little variation, you can stay with the regular hip hinge if you'd like. We have a little bit of work lying on our back to complete this series. As I gently roll one vertebrae at a time, I'm using my breath and my lower abs to move my spine. A little bit of pressure in the heels to connect with the ground. Shoulder blades are pulled down. We have 2 more of these. We'll exhale out. Good. We'll take that breath. Exhale down. There's 4. And here's our 5th. And we'll gently lower down. We'll find our neutral spine. We'll draw our shoulder blades down away from our ears. And just the slightest lengthening of the tailbone. You'll still be able to get your fingers underneath, but to make sure you're not hyperextending and to bring the abs into play. We're going to extend that leg out long, toe is pointed. When it exhales, we reach for the sky, flex the foot, lower back down. And we'll reach and lower for 2. And reach, lower for 3. Reach, lower for 4. Reach, lower for 5. And keep that flex and lift, point and lower. And flex up, point and lower 2. Flex up, point and lower 3. Flex up, point and lower 4. And flex up, point and lower 5. We're going to keep that flex. We're going to rotate out. And we'll exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower. And we'll lift, lower 2. And lift, lower 3. Lift, lower 4. Keeping the abs in. We're going to rotate and go inward. So again, we're getting that outer aspect of quadricep, working all areas. And lower, 4, and lower. 5, we're going to gently lower. We're going to come back neutral, draw that leg in. Give it a brief hug in for a breath cycle, and then we'll lower down. We'll go to the other side. We'll extend that out. We're going to point as we lift with that exhale. Abs are in, shoulder blades are down, flexing down. And lift for 2, and lower. Lift for 3, and lower. Lift for 4, and lower. Lift for 5. We're going to lower and hold our flex. And we'll lift that flex foot up and lower down. And lift up, lower 2. And lift, lower 3. Flexing up, pointing out for 4. 1 more. And we'll keep our point here. We're going to rotate outward laterally and lift and lower. Exhale up and 2. And lift. There's 3. And lift. 4. Last one here. We'll rotate inward and lift and lower. There's 2 and lower. 3 and lower. 4 and lower. And 5. Gently rotate back in. Hug this knee in briefly into your chest.